Hey, let's talk about games. Good afternoon to you, my friends. Today I'm going to pass on some very interesting information about Inquisitor Martyr's Endgame. That's right, there is a developer letter, a developer post that's been put up talking about the forthcoming changes and plans, but stuff that's going to happen over the next few weeks leading up to this first season. So I do think this is something to get pretty excited about, as this is the main selling point of their game, according to them. Now, just before we get started, another patch just come out. I want to say that's the third one this week for anyone that's curious about game support. Yes, there's a lot of bugs. Yes, there's still quite a lot of bugs, but this is the third patch in, what, 3 days? So we're getting there slowly. It's nice to see devs doing a nice job there. Thank you very much, but keep up the good work, because I'd really like my heal on hit perk to actually work. Now, on to the actual meat of today, talking about the forthcoming stuff. In summary, and I'll go through this in sort of a bullet point format, the first thing we have to look forward to is going to be the 15th to the 17th of June. And during this, we're going to have a short global event, which will be taking place. We don't know what it is, but it will be tied to the new short story involving this season. So it's basically, we're going to have some invaders, there's going to be a point of interest, and there will be these community goals to achieve for this event. And of course, successful Inquisitors' efforts won't go unrewarded. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they're trying to say if the community reaches the goal, everyone gets a reward, or if you have a minimum participation rule. It's quite a short duration for a minimum sort of participation rule, so I do feel like I would be a little bit upset if I was on holiday that weekend and not able to participate, but we'll wait and see. I reserve judgment until I've actually seen what's happening. But looking forward to this, because it gives us something to do. It's not very far away at all. There's going to be leaderboards for this as well, and supposedly they will be etched in somewhere, so presumably you can go back to this event or point of interest in future and see where people or how people contributed. And it's supposedly the first opportunity we have to etch our name into the game. Now, weeks after this, and originally it was going to be 6 to 8 weeks, but with the console being delayed, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a little bit longer, because I do think they'll probably want to tie the seasons together. This is just speculation, I may be wrong, but a few weeks later, my estimate is still 6 to 8. The war zone is going to be upon us, or rather, there's going to be an introductory event leading us up into the war zone. Again, we don't know what this is, but it's going to last 1 week, and it's going to have some permanent results on the game world. So this is going to be the first event where we get in sort of an A-B choice, a radical Puritan choice, and it's going to have a lasting impact on, hopefully, the actual war zone, the Caligari sector, and it will take place in the endgame system. So that means that a few weeks' time, you want to make sure you're high enough power level to really compete within this. Now, it shouldn't take that long. Keep doing the campaign, guys. You will level up. Do the campaign. You really do level up fast. It's not going to take long. Now, the Warzone itself opens very soon after that and unlocks the endgame leveling. That's what they're referring to it as anyway. And this means that your progression tab, there will be new passive skills that can be unlocked. You'll be able to do endless missions within the war zone, and these missions will gradually, they'll get tougher because they're endless missions. You know, it works by a wave system. That's kind of all we know thus far. So they'll gradually get tougher and tougher and tougher. So us seasoned veterans with our amazing gear and our spangly builds, and our completely broken psyker builds, by the way, are going to basically be mincing through that content, trying to do stuff. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be searching for keys in order to spawn a special boss. This reminds me a little bit of the sort of the ancient mechanism type stuff within the Diablo 3 series, where you farm for these items, you find an item, you gather up with some friends, and you beat a boss into a bloody pulp, and you get some better stuff from it. And they've already commented that they will drop better quality, rarer items for those who are worthy enough to face them. Will they be better than Relic? I have no idea. If they're not better than Relic, then I have no idea why they're dropping them in the first place. So I'm pretty excited to see what's actually going to happen with this and what the potential is. So really, really looking forward to seeing what these items will be. Will they be new, unique weapons? Maybe. Will they be godlike radical items? Not sure. But very, very interesting and very much looking forward to it. So this means that this will then lead up to the season. After this week-long event, we will be doing the season, you will be trying to grind the stuff, kill the bosses, do all the stuff, and then after that, it will close. The subsector will then move forwards, and we will open up a whole new subsector. with an increased level cap. We don't know what that will be yet, and it will have Dark Elder inside, presumably alongside the pre-existing factions, and this will come with the increased level cap. Remember, there will be new items, perks, enchants and mission types present within this, so it's not long to wait until the game gets a fairly significant content drop. So those of you feeling right now that the content is somewhat sparing, I would maybe reserve some judgment until we've had the first season, because if they give us a notable content drop, that really is something to, well, I think that they should get some praise for it. They shouldn't be praised for everything, but I think if they deliver a good stream of content, basically, that deserves a little bit of a round of applause. This is definitely something to be fairly excited about. So the seasons, the lifespan, it's all looking pretty good. We've just got to wait and see what we actually get from them. Guys, really excited to see this stuff. I hope you are too. I'll keep you updated as soon as I know anything more. I'm really hoping for a developer preview of one of the Endgame missions. Perhaps we can give them a little nag about this. Guys, you have yourself a great week. Take care. Oh, and one last thing. Stay tuned for the 1440p stream this weekend. Hydra's getting some graphical upgrades, so we're going to hopefully have some spangly looking new content. Looking forward to it. Guys, take care. See you around.